Hello, this is Fred for MetalObsTV on YouTube. You can subscribe to the channel on the corner down right, and for metalobs.com, the French website. And we have once again German guys after Deserted Fears, Sodom, Destruction, a lot of disaster, a lot of good bands from Germany. We have HERETOIR. I don't know if the pronunciation is good because it's, if I'm right, it's a mix of, we are going to speak a bit of two words. So HERETOIR, German band. Please, could you introduce yourself one by one? What's your name and what do you do? Because you are 5 in the band, but 2 for HERETOIR today.
Hi, I'm David of HERETOIR. I am the singer and compose songs and play guitar live. And it's a pleasure to be here.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm Nils. You want me to introduce myself? All right.
No, come on.
I'm playing the drums, and I write some lyrics, compose here and there, and yeah.
Okay.
Nice to be here. Thank you.
Okay, but I am happy to have you. If I'm right, you are 3 guitarists in the band HERETOIR.
Exactly, yes. Wall of sound.
But you, David, your nickname is Eklatanz, maybe, if I'm right.
Yes, I chose that a long time ago. Yeah, that stuck with me. I think that describes it.
And you also played in Dornenreich live?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
For a while now. Yeah.
And so you are 3 guitarists in the band HERETOIR. So you are like Iron Maiden of post-black metal scene with 3 guitarists on stage. It's not too complicated. 3 guitarists.
I don't think so. I think we just happen to be a band with a lot of guitars, to create a certain wall, a certain sound, and there's just a lot of guitars in our compositions, and it's like a better way to have that, to have 3 guitars on stage to replicate that live, in a way.
Okay. And the band was founded, if I'm right, in Germany, in Augsburg, in 2006.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, it started as a one-man thing, like many years ago, and developed into a full band with everyone composing and getting their ideas in, and it really helped the band to elevate to the point where it's at now.
Okay, and now you are going to release your 4th studio album. It's called, we are going to speak about that, the 4th studio album in AOP Records, and it's called Solastagia. And it's like, once again, you like the pun, I think. You mix 2 words also on this new album. So could you tell me more about the origin of the name of the band HERETOIR and the origin of the new title of the new album, please? Solastagia, mixed with nostalgia, maybe.
Solastagia. Yeah, Solastagia is a term that describes the feeling of grief about the loss of our natural world, like our natural home, like a certain place, or what we call home, in this case for us, nature and our planet.
Okay.
And maybe the band name, Nils, maybe you can say something about that.
Yeah.
So HERETOIR, but so HERETOIR is a made-up word, but Solastalgia is not a made-up word. Solastalgia is a term that exists. HERETOIR is it originates in the English word heretic, but with a French ending to have it a bit more special. Or I think also David, the whole post black metal scene kind of started in France, and this is a little how do you say, like a little
nod?
Yeah. Towards Stefan and like his group of people who kind of invented a special kind of music which we all liked a lot.
Okay, you are very close to some French bands and some German bands like Harakiri for the Sky, where maybe we can compare a bit your music, or ALCEST band. And you them personally?
Yeah. They've been friends for a while, and actually we played with HERETOIR for the Sky. Like, they played their very first show in, I think it was 2011, if I'm not mistaken, or 2012, in Austria. That was their first live show, and we played there together. And since then, we've been pretty much in touch, more or less. And played shows until in the meantime, and with ALCEST, there's been a connection there for years as well. So yeah, definitely all in our network of friends. Yeah.
You're in the same mood, in the same wave, and the same metal scene, maybe we can say. Atmospheric, black, shock, black gaze, metalcore a bit. But it's a blend of a lot of music. Yeah, that's why I like your music, HERETOIR.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just kind of a mirror of, maybe, again, that's my words now. Everyone in the band might see his own, like their own directions when it comes to what the band is for them. But for me, it's also a kind of reflection of everyday life, with all its ups and downs, kind of. Besides the environmental topics in there. So I think that's why there's so many different topics or different feelings and different kinds of songs, be it acoustic, be it super extreme metal, or rather very atmospheric, lush soundscapes. So there's all kinds of stuff in our music, I guess.
And some blast beats sometimes by Nils.
Yes.
Sometimes I have to.
Yes, sometimes. Your play throws, you kind of. So, where do you come from about the? Where did you learn drum parts? Because you have not a typical play throws of black metal music. Yeah, it's sometimes jazzy, sometimes more metal, very modern metal, so it's groove metal sometimes. Where tell me more, how did you learn drums, and what are your influences, you as drummer, please?
So I learned to play the drums when I was very young. I started when I was 8 or so, but I never really had a teacher. So when I was the first years, I was lucky that my older brother bought a drum kit, so we had a drum kit at home. I could always play a little bit, but everything just started properly, I'd say, when I was 13 or 14. I got into my first punk band. And then with like 16 or 17, I met a friend with whom I played for years in different bands. And we were just two teenagers who wanted to play extreme metal. And at that time, I listened to like Cradle of Filth, Dimmu Borgir, Cataclysm, and all those pretty fast bands. So I never really learned properly how to play blast beats, but I just kind of had to do it. And then I played like in different bands of different genres. I played in hardcore bands and punk bands and death doom bands. And that I played 10 years in Office. It's a death doom band, very slow music. I played in different black metal bands, and I ended up playing with HERETOIR in 2017. I recorded an album before, and so I think the interesting part for me is that like the three composers of the band, David, Matthias, and me, we all have like different influences, and we like different kinds of music. So I really grew up with also like drumming of Halloween and Ingo Schwichtenberg and Nico McBrain of Iron Maiden, but also
Blind
a lot
Guardian,
of
maybe?
punk rock.
No?
Yeah, Blind Guardian, but also a lot of punk rock and hardcore drummers. That's what I got a lot of influences. And now with the new album, there are more, as you said, like groove metal, a bit more modern parts, and I kind of struggled with learning those because it's not something that I played a lot, and I got into having drum lessons with my buddy Tobias of the Veganer Freiheit before we recorded the album because I needed to go into a boot camp to be far to get faster again, and so I had like a year of preparation for like I really wanted to get in shape to be able to play those sometimes a few very heavy like very fast parts for me. But usually I always tend to strip down my drum parts to be able to play it very, very, very well live. And I think like a decent 4/4 beat or like a mid-tempo double kick is better for me and more musical than having like extreme high speed drumming over the whole song. That's
okay.
Yeah, I think that's.
I really discover you and your drums with the song and Dave on vocals also, because the vocals are very important, very various and very important. You make a big effort, and you are maybe two to sing, Nathanael and you, if I'm right.
Yeah, Nathanael does some. Everyone. Nathanael, I think that info is kind of outdated because there's like info floating around that he's always doing backing vocals. That was like in the beginning when we were playing live. He did a lot of backing vocals, but he wanted to focus on his main instrument and bass on live. But on some studio recordings, like all of us have been involved with vocals in some kind of on every release. Like Nils was singing on The Circle already. On Inhale. Yeah. So everyone was kind of on every release. Everyone was singing somewhere. We even had a kind of choir thing going on Nightsphere, where all the band members were in there singing. Also,
and on stage they help you also on mic, on vocals. On stage the guys help you also.
No, on stage, like in the beginning when we played live in the beginning in the first years, Nathanael was doing backing vocals, but now, as of now, I'm doing them on my own. But things might change. Maybe I'll get some support on the vocals live.
Yeah, we always wanted to implement backing vocals more into the sound, but there is a technical problem with our setup. And we would have to invest a lot of money to get like a few more channels, which is a problem. And the other kind of realistic thing is that we are living so wide away from each other. I live in Hamburg, the other's in Augsburg, one in the Netherlands, and so if you do backing vocals live, you really have to rehearse. And the worst thing that you can do is having backing vocals live and they are out of tune. So you will totally ruin the set. So I think we will do it in the future, but we will have to concentrate on that a lot to have it really spot on. I think that it's the best thing to have proper backing vocals, but they have to be spot on. So and I mean, Dave is like such a phenomenal singer. I can say this because I'm hearing him all the time, and he does it very, very well alone on stage.
Clean and goals, clean and screams.
He has it all.
Okay.
He has it all.
Congratulations. Okay. And he sings in his car maybe sometimes also.
Not really.
Under the shower, I don't know.
Yeah, I do that.
Do you have a special preparation before to go to stage for your voice, to warm your voice, to drink a wine, a French wine, maybe glass?
No,
Like
I
Peter
actually
Steele?
stepped away from any alcohol. It was good
Yeah.
for my health. But I was never drinking a lot, so yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, warm up is essential, of course. I mean, I'm still in the phase of learning all of that.
Okay.
Because like back then I really didn't prepare a lot and didn't really look out for those things. But
Yeah.
the more you play, the more professional you want to become, and do a lot of shows in a row. You have to get your preparations for warming up and also cooling down after the show. And yeah, I'm still, like I said, I'm still having a learning curve to see what helps me, what is good for, like, the best for my voice to sound the best and to stay consistent throughout days. Yeah, I'm still learning that, but it's essential.
Okay. Like I said, I really discovered you with the song Twilight of the Machines. In fact, 2 years ago with a music video. So there are already one or two videos out from this new album, Solastagia. If I'm right, could you recall me, if I'm right, there is a song, oh no, I don't remember, sorry. I don't remember, there is a song, The Ashen Falls, if I'm right?
Yeah,
First
exactly.
single.
Yeah.
And the second one, I don't know the second one, if there is one.
It's not
no
out
second
yet.
one out.
Okay, and maybe a new coming for September.
I think there's something
Surprise.
around.
You can say for this interview out in September. Which will be the next music video?
We can say it. Yeah. It will be Season of Grief. Yes.
The second. Okay. 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 Are there? So in the credits of the recording of this new album, Solastalgia, I read there are only 3 persons, but you are 5 in the band. So who record exactly the instruments and the vocals? You two and a third musician. The 2 others are session musician, session live.
It's not really session people, but we have like the 3 of us, Nathanael or Matthias, as he usually goes with his normal name. We are the 3 guys who write all the music. We record all the music.
Okay.
But the other 2 they are not session guys. They are like live musicians, live band members. You can say. And it's just like the 3 of us have a very good creative bond, and we just discovered that we can write music together that we all want to hear, and we have a very good like working routine or something.
Max and Kevin will play live with you, beside you, aside you.
Max left the band.
Oh, sorry.
But it's sometimes if few info don't go like, or some info. The other guitar player is called Stefan. He's in a lot of bands in Germany. He plays with Noctop Dukta, and he has some different projects, Horesk and Suhl, for example. And yeah, we always try to have the 5 people on stage, but sometimes like the core is usually the 3 of us, and Kevin as like the main live guitar player, and we always try to have the 5 of us, but it's not.
Stefan, it's Stefan Dietz who played with Melech live, and and also Crescent, the Egyptian band. Good. Okay, good work, good selection. and if I'm right, Kevin on the other guitar is Dutch, and he played in the past with Autumn, gothic metal band.
To be honest, I can't really tell you which bands he played in, because he was in so many bands.
He played in Autumn, but I was very fan of Autumn 20 years ago. But after they make a hiatus, and but he played during 4 years with them, if I'm right. Okay, let's speak more about the new album. I find this album very atmospherical. it's an evolution because I don't know your whole discography. Like I've said, I know you since just the previous album and the song Twilight. I talked, but is this an evolution and maybe a new departure artistically and commercially for you, for HERETOIR, since you are also on this new label, AOP Records? For Solastagia, there's an evolution, maybe more atmospherical stuff for you, or not?
I would say it's definitely evolution. It was maybe for us, it was maybe the hardest album to make. Definitely in the process, it took a lot of effort and sweat and tears, and but it was so worth the all of the things we had, we all the work we put in, and it's definitely
Nightsphere. It was a more easy and lazy album.
Not lazy, not to degrade that album in any ways, but it just I think because it was a long time span that this album took, like from the first songs that were written. Like there's a song on there that has been written in 2015. It was like 10 years ago. And over the whole span until now, we were working on those songs more or less, like, and then we have Nightsphere in between. Not like that we threw it in between, but it was just so much creativity floating in the time where COVID came as well. So we were working on a lot of things, and things were going parallel. And then we maybe had songs on this album resting a bit, then going back to those songs, working on those. And this was just such a long process. So it was kind of like, you had to have a lot of endurance to keep focused on finishing this album and getting something that is coherent in a sense, because all of the songs are like, the vibe is the same, but the directions might differ from song to song. Like if it's an acoustic song, if it's a super more modern song, if it's like a more song in the vein that goes rather with Nightsphere. But all in all, it's definitely an atmospheric album, definitely, because atmosphere is a key part of our music. So our music will always be atmospheric in some sense.
And there are more.
It's
Come on, excuse me.
Yeah, and it's I think we went into different directions in comparison to our prior albums, but I think it's still the HERETOIR in its core. So
it's a different in the approach, and especially in the track listing. We have 11 tracks with a bonus track at the end we are going to speak, but on the previous album Nightsphere, only 5 tracks, but different track listing, the lengths very more longer. Here we have different 11 tracks. It's totally different approach for the listening of the people. And like I said at the end, after Burial song, Solastagia is the same hell. It's more very it's very more atmospherical, more bit quiet. Like
So Nightsphere was a more or less like a concept work, a concept album, where a lot of the music flows into each other. If you listen closely, you might find in each song a little melody or a little thing that is also in another track. There are little nuggets here and there to find, and it was a really interesting but also exhausting recording process, because we went to the studio and recorded Nightsphere in 3 days, the whole album. It was a nightmare, but it was a good nightmare because we really liked the album. But it was also something we wanted to check out if we all go into the studio, how does it work. And as David already said, Solastagia is long in the making, and the first drum takes I did were in 2020, and then a new something. We changed something. Then some guitars were recorded, and then Nightsphere came, and a tour came, and but I also think the songs may differ here and there, but overall they are connected over melody, over atmosphere, and also especially over Dave's singing, which is like always connecting, and it gives you always like a very, very emotional. It touches the heart. If we take for example, "You Are the Night," which is kind of a modern song, but the vocals are so emotional, and I think they are totally HERETOIR. And so I really like that you say that it's an atmospheric album, because I also think that it is. And
but I need to listen to it again and again and again to make my review. But
there's a lot of things happening on the album. It's a long album, and there's a lot of things going on. So it's good to take your time and just.
But at the same time, do you think you experiment a lot on the previous album, and it helped you to create this new stuff? Maybe in the long with more years, but with Nightsphere it was totally different construction. So do you think you experimented a lot on Nightsphere, and now you are maybe with 11 tracks, more classical stuff in the track listing? I just think about the track listing.
I think, I don't know if we say experiment. I think it also has to do with the fact that we grew as songwriters, or like we opened up the songwriting more. So Matthias, like Nathanael, he also like Nils gives a lot of ideas and structures and basic song structures, and then I might add some guitars or like vocal ideas. Nils might add lyrics and vocal melodies that I sing then, or he sings them himself. And then so there's a lot like that happened since Nightsphere, more or less, because for the Circle that was like a different approach. But with Nightsphere that happened. And also I think there were some songs that actually came on Solastagia, like that we added to Solastagia after a while, like finishing Nightsphere. Songs like Solastalgia was a pretty late one that came through the album that would kind of also reconnects back to Nightsphere a bit. And I think it makes it really interesting to have those songs. Maybe my style of writing might be more going to that modern direction a bit. Matthias's style of writing songs might be like more the longer songs, more epic with more parts and more into this classic atmospheric black metal thing. And we merged those things. And I think this is like really a great example how well this can work with this album, like into like mixing those modern and like more classical approaches and creating something.
It's not easy to define your music. I invite all the people, all the subscribers, all the watchers of MetalObsTV to take the time to listen to appreciate this album. Do you think at the end of the album you come to not a climax, a kind of climax or appeasement?
Do you mean the actual like before the bonus tracks, or like including the bonus tracks?
And we are going to speak about In Flames cover song. But do you think you reach maybe and you go to a kind of appeasement at the end of Solastagia album?
I would say so. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, I would say there are two parts of it. So lyrically, we don't end in peace. We end in we are done here. Everything is fucked and the world is over. It is like peacefully sung, but the lyrics are not peacefully. But I think Matthias, our bass player, and I would just listen back to Solastagia, because we were just listening to the album to find out what songs could work live, and we kind of found that the ending of Solastagia is also could work for live very well, because it carries you out with the like very soft vocals and the guitars, and it's it's harmonic, but it is also pretty dark. So I think it's a very, very, very good closer of the album because it carries you out of it.
And live, you are going to you are maybe you rehearse a lot and you prepare a set list and maybe to play the whole album or majority of new songs and in a set list to go to this climax appeasement with a lot of fluidity live. You prepare a show like that?
I would say there is a chance for everyone. We will be in France for one show or two shows with David Conrad for 2 shows. We will definitely not play the whole album, but we will play more songs of the new album.
Okay. And you are going to play as a support band or
Yes.
For which band?
Der Weg einer Freiheit, German black metal band.
My friends, okay, Nikita, I'm going to see him middle of August. Yes, awesome band at the Motoculture Festival in France, in Britain. Middle of August. Okay. The new album is awesome. The new album is awesome. I'm going to interview him soon. Okay, a lot of good German acts. Last question, and after we are going to conclude. Why did you choose In Flames cover song, acoustic guitar also again, Metaphor? Because it's from Reroute to Remain. Not maybe I like very much this album, and this period, but not maybe the best album of In Flames after Cleman and Colony, etc. Why did you choose this cover song at the end?
Yeah. So I think Reroute to Remain is the best In Flames album, and Matthias, our bass player, agrees with it. I mean, what a fucking great band. They, until Come Clarity, everything is good. I think so. I mean, we can discuss if Come Clarity has the same, like, is as good as the others, but
the song,
I think it's such a phenomenal band. And some years ago, I already said, let's cover Metaphor because it's it's a very sad
melody
and deep song, and it's a very weird song, and it's not easy to cover because the whole magic of the song is it has a lot to do with sound. But I knew Dave will be able to sing it, and we wanted to have an In Flames cover, but it was clear that we would not do like Trigger or even like Clayman or Embody the Invisible or some of the classics. And so we tried to do something that people would not expect us to do.
Because the sound, the problem of this album is the sound is the drums is too much triggered, and the sound of Daniel Bergstrand, etc. I like, but But the last album of In Flames is awesome. Forgone.
It's really good. They are back on track.
Okay.
And they were very good live.
But I'm a bit nostalgic of Colony and Oracle period, of course. Okay. Thank you, guys. Last word is for you. What do you want to add to conclude? We hope to see you live in France soon and in Europe. So, but what do you want to add about the HERETOIR new album, Solastagia, and to French people and all the world who watch you?
Thank you for checking us out. Thank you for checking this interview out. And we hope to see our French fans very soon. Can't wait for our first shows there. And go listen to the album. Check out the tracks that are out already. And thank you for your support. And it was a pleasure.
And Nils, maybe?
Thank you for taking the time. Thank you also for taking the time to have us here on the show. And everyone, if you feel you're interested, just check out the band. There's a lot of music that you can find online. And
we'll put the contacts and the official links of your webpage in the description, and the links of the video at the end of this interview. But thank you very much. Take care, guys, and good luck with this new album, Solastagia, out on AOP Records. Okay, thank you, HERETOIR. I let you.
Thank you very
Bye-bye.
much.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Thank you.
And take care. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.